Alright, now, you have heard of the worst game in history from the Irate Gamer and the Gaming Historian, or you just remember as a kid. The big failure of the worst game in history, E.T. for Atari 2600. Alright, we got cell phone pieces. Now let's try to get out of this hole. That's the purpose of the game. You gotta get 3 cell phone pieces and try to get out of the hole. Dash! Oh, come on, man. Not cool. Alright, so do I have to follow that GPS at the top of the screen? I don't like the GPS. Alright. Worst game in history. They didn't have a large amount of time to publish the game or make it anything. It's just a game. Now, I just got this game today, and I gotta say, for like the first few times you play it, it might be the worst game in history, but it's still pretty addicting, actually. And you see the smiley face? Alright, you didn't give me that time. Now, sometimes when you try to come out of a hole, you go right back in it. But, luckily enough, it hasn't happened yet. Alrighty, then another cell phone piece. And I lost my last cell phone piece. Now, unlike most successful Atari games, like, for example, I guess you could say Cubert or Galaxian. This one you can actually beat, similar to Indiana Jones, but I don't have that one. Well, hey buddy. Okay. The graphics for it are pretty good, and oh my god. The graphics are actually almost good as Galaxian, but it's not the game with the best graphics for Atari. I think the game with the best graphics for Atari definitely has to be either Donkey Kong or Galaxian. This one has like the third best graphics. The one with the least best graphics has to definitely be either Pong or boxing that I have. The controls aren't really that tight for it. I mean, they could be better, but they're not as bad as hunting games like Cabela's Legendary Adventure for the PSP or whatever. Come on. Very stressful game. I mean, the commercial for this game was actually, it kind of really influenced you buying it, but it's still just, I gotta say, it was definitely worth my $2, but, I YouTubed a walkthrough of it, and it was only 2 minutes and 18 seconds long. That's longer than this whole review. I still couldn't beat the game. That is E.T. for the Atari 2600. I know. You like seeing reviews for it because it is, like, the worst game in history. Not by my opinion, though. Worst game in history, I'd have to say, I don't know. By my opinion, I would have to say probably. Still haven't chose yet. That's gotta be all for now. Stay tuned next time for more Atari 2600 games. I will be doing like a quick series and then of Atari 2600 games reviewing, but then once I get all my Atari 2600 games out of the way, I will go back to newer games and slightly middle-aged games. I'm wrapping this up. This is the Duplex 2 TE2, and you just saw the review of a rare game that was actually so bad that most of the copies were actually buried. But luckily enough, the game store had like 2 copies, pretty good condition. I got a lot of new games while I was there. Not new games, they were all pretty much used, and I will review all of them. And once I get done with the Atari 2600 series, then I guess I can review some fighting games, some puzzle games, some side scrollers, and maybe some PlayStation 1 games, some 3D games, and I will get to review Super Mario Galaxy 2 soon. Probably getting tired of looking at playing nothing, so here. Does that make you feel better? You want to look at that instead? More reviews coming soon, so subscribe if you want to see them, if you enjoyed this one, because this is a pretty darn rare game to get. I would recommend buying it, but unless if you're going to buy it off eBay for like $50, it's not worth $50, unless you're a major collector. So if you know a cheap place or like a flea market or something, then ET would be worth a good $5, I'd say. Not for the gameplay, but I'd say just for like, you know, the experience of actually having a rare game. Galaxian's pretty rare too. You're able to find it on eBay for like $5. Good game to have too. It's got good graphics and everything. But yeah, subscribe for more game reviews, and hope you enjoyed.